Hello guys, you are welcome to my channel. I just want to introduce my channel to you. What we do in this channel and what we do here is about cooking and counseling. Today's topic is mistake couples make. Mistake couples make. Because before you married, you were single. When you got married, you need to know that you are now married and live a life of a married man or a married woman. You have to change from your single life to make your marriage work. So we are talking about 10 mistakes couples make. So I'm going to start now. First, when you married, you cannot just get up and make decision for yourself. No. Because you have to know that your life now, is not you alone anymore. You guys are two now. Or maybe you want to travel, you are going anywhere, you already book your tickets or have your ticket already before you say to your spouse that, I'm going to travel tomorrow or I'm going to travel. Some of them can say, I'm going to travel tonight. No. Because you are not single anymore. When you do that, it's like you are still single. You are still a single lady or a single man. Whatever you want to do, you have to know your life is not for you alone anymore. It's now belong to two of you. Whatever you are doing, you have to share it with your spouse. Anything you are doing, you have to remember that there's someone there, not you, not me anymore. Because some people, even though they got married, everything about them is still me. No, it's not me anymore. It's us. Some people, before they got married, they will have maybe house somewhere or car or whatever. They will still be calling that house, my car, my money. No. When you are married, anything you have, both of you, is our house, our car, our money. If any of you is doing any business, you have to say, our businesses, because it's not you anymore. It's about us now. Everything you owe is for us, both man and woman. Anything at all is for you guys, it's for us, it's for us. You have to learn how to say that. Don't say, it's my house or my money. Why did you withdraw money from that account? Do you know I work very hard for that money? No, that money is for both of you. It's for two of you. It's for us. I'm not saying that because it's for us, one will go and misuse the money or misuse the property. No. When something like that is going on, you people have to sit down and talk about it. You have to say the way you are using so thing like this is no good. You know, you have to change from that way, please, in a respectful way. Because remember, you people are coming from different foundation, different home, different character. You know, it's not the way I use my paste in my father's house. That's not the way you use it in your father's house. So we have to come together and learn from each other. You know, you have to watch what he or she like, what you don't like about her. Make her understand that this is what we are doing and don't like it. And you, wife, make your husband understand that this thing you are doing and don't like it. This is how I want it to be. You people will work it together and build it the way you want it, the way you like it. So that's how you people need to do it. I'm number 2 now. You know, I say it's 10 mistake. Yeah. So I'm now number 2. You cannot just be hiding things for each other. You cannot be hiding things for each other. Like password on your phone, password on your computer, on your laptop. Your spouse have to know it. Your wife have to know your password in your phone. Your wife have to know your password in your laptop, in your whatever. And you wife, your husband have to know your password on your phone, on your laptop, on your computer, whatever they call it. Maybe sometimes husband is not at home. You want to use laptop. Maybe your O is broken. And there's something urgent you need to do with that laptop. You cannot just grab it and say, let me use it quickly. No, because you don't have the password. And you people are one fresh. Remember, you people are one fresh, not 2 anymore. You cannot use it. You cannot use the husband phone. Even some of them, they cannot pick their husband phone. And husband cannot pick their wife phone. When phone is ringing, he dare not pick it. That is not a good marriage. Or some men, they will have girlfriends outside. They will be hiding all the time to call that girl. They will be hiding all the time to test that girl. Also, the women, the wife, will still have boyfriends outside. When she's going to work, she's supposed to close by 5. she will call the husband. You know, I have extra job to do. I'm going to finish at 9 tonight. So I'll be at home be 10:30. Lies. Because she's going out with her boyfriend. Why did you marry them? Why did both of you come together? That is what I don't understand. Why? You know that you cannot live your single life you were living before. Why did you marry? There are some people, I know some people, they don't just want to marry because some people think that it's too much. They can't face it. They will see if you maybe you marry because of children. Do you know you can have children without involving yourself in this marriage of a thing? You can also have your children. Yes, you can date boy outside or man outside and have your children. If you want to have 2 or 3, fine. And you, the man, you know that you're not going to marry that girl. You know that you just want to marry her in order to make her cry all the time. Because I don't know whether men really cry. I know girls do cry in something like that where they know that their husband is cheating on them. They cry. Okay, you know that you cannot do away from your single life. Why did you marry? Just to hurt another man's child? Because we keep doing things she doesn't like. We keep running after everything or anything under the skirt. You are hurting him. You are hurting her. Me. You make her to cry all the time. So you are not supposed to marry. When you were dating her, you was pretending to be a good man, to be a nice man, and you people got married. Also, the lady too. The girl was pretending to be a good wife, to be a nice person. Then you now pretend to go into the life of that man in order for you to hurt him. You know, for a woman to share her man with another woman is hot, you know. It's very hot. It's very hot. I know, for a man to share his wife, your wife, you pay the dowry for. Even did he pay any dowry? For you to share your wife with another man, also hot. Like you guys are living the bondage. You are not enjoying that thing anymore. Enjoy that thing called marriage. That is not marriage. So, what I'm trying to say here is that when you know you cannot stay with one woman, you don't need to involve anyone in your life. When you know you cannot stay with one man, you don't need to involve any man in your life as a husband. You better live your single life, enjoy yourself. If you want your baby, when you sleep with the man, you know that maybe you want to have a baby, just have your baby. And even also with men also, you know you cannot keep that thing in one place. Just be taking it around. Anyone that decided to have a baby for you, they will just bring the baby out and stay on their own. So my dear, when you guys are together, you think that I'm smart. Let me start doing my my former things I've been doing before, but let me just hook myself here in the name of marriage for them to know that, maybe because of my family, for them to know that yes, I'm married. You are not deceiving anyone. You are deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself. And you are destroying your home, destroy your foundation, because children will come into that family. Maybe people will have one child or two children. All those children, they are, maybe people will now make them to suffer what they did not plan for, because you are building a foundation. When two people come together, you people are building a foundation. And also marriage is a covenant that you don't need to break. It's a covenant. Covenant and building a foundation also. You guys are building a foundation. So that foundation you people are building, when you pollute that foundation, the foundation will be shaking. You'll be shaking. You don't know. You'll be shaking. So the foundation will not be strong enough for the children to stand that time. It will be shaking. When foundation is shaking, that means problems are coming in. Problems are under that foundation, because you couples have already destroyed that foundation. The children that are going to stand on that foundation will not be shaking. If they are not Christian, it will be very difficult. If they are Christian, yes, they can pray it out, because nothing God cannot do. What God cannot do does not exist. So, children, if they are Christian, it won't affect that at all. They can rebuild it the way they want it. So, that is a big mistake. Your wife, your husband need to have your passwords. Don't hide it for each other. Let your wife have access to your phone. Let your husband have access to your phone. Let your wife have access to your laptop, your computer, anything that have to do with passwords. Let your husband have access to it, or your wife. You don't need to hide it for each other. That is a big mistake. Because some people will think that maybe they are wise doing that. No. You are just fooling yourself. Third, don't just expect things to work in your marriage. You have to work on your marriage. You have to work on your marriage for both of you to enjoy it. You have to work on your marriage for both of you to enjoy that marriage. You have to invest on your marriage. Work on it. 4, learn about each other. Learn about each other. Yes, it's very good to learn about each other. We all learn every day. You cannot learn about yourself for one day, about your husband or about your wife for one day. No. There are many things you don't know about her. There are many things you don't know about him also. You have to learn about each other and respect each other. Respect is very good in marriage. And most of the time, just look at your wife. Say, oh, You are beautiful. Wow. Bless the day I met you. You know, women like something like that. And you wife, look at your husband, say, oh, honey, wow, you are a man. They like that. You are a man. Everything about you is, you know, you make him swear. You say, oh my God. You know, in his mind, he will really be happy. Because if someone else says to him outside, he will not really, he will not say, oh, really? He will not surprise him because he know that his wife is saying it always. And you, the man too, you husband, you have to be saying it to your wife, because if another person say it to your wife outside, say, oh, do you know you are beautiful? He will be looking really in her mind. You can just say thank you. In her mind, you'll be thinking, so am I? But my husband never said this to me. Because there are some men, even though their wife go to salon to do their hair, they don't see it. They don't even know. They don't know. They don't look at it. Even though the wife say, oh, do you know I go to salon today? They say, oh, really? Oh, I didn't know. Why would you know? That means you don't care. And also, wife also, when their husband go to salon to barb their hair, they don't look at him. Maybe the husband say, oh, do you know I barb my hair today? They will say, oh, really? No. That's a big mistake. Big mistake in marriage. You know? You guys have to look after yourself and make sure you build your home to make it work. Because this marriage of a team is two people that decided to make it work. Two people that decided to make it work. I think I'm number 4 now. Yeah, I think so. You know, you have to learn about each other. No, I'm number 5. Sorry. Yeah. Communication is very important in marriage. Communication. You have to communicate all the time to your spouse. Both of you have to communicate. Especially when both of you are home. When both of you are home, not one of you will be looking at the TV, the other one will be playing with her phone. When both of you are home, there is this time you guys need to chat together. Maybe everybody go to work every morning. It's only weekends. Both of you stay together at home. And that weekend, if for you to sort it out, maybe you have to, just communicate. Say something good to yourself. Go out if you want to go out, both of you. Or if you are home, communicate. Even when you are not at home, even when you guys are at work, during your break, you can just call or text. You have to be communicating, whether you are home or you went out. You have to communicate with your spouse. Communicate. Call your wife. Call your husband. Text. that is very important in marriage. Communication. Not when you people are home, the other one will be watching TV. The other one will be playing with his phone or her phone. That is not marriage. If you guys are watching TV, yes, let's watch it together. People watch the TV together. Or if you want to go out, people can go out together. If the wife that is going to drive, honey, do you want to drive? If she says yes, I know women doesn't really want to, they don't like to drive when their husband is here. Women, they don't like to drive when their husband is with them. They want the man to drive. Maybe some women still like to drive, but I know out of 100, maybe 70 of them don't want to drive. Because women like man to drive when they are going out. Then, if you are going out, if your husband is the one driving, you will be chatty. Or if you want to play music, and make things easy for both of you. So for you to be together, no, people are not talking to each other, it's a very big mistake in your marriage. What are you enjoying in the marriage then? When people don't communicate, people are together, people don't say anything. What is the meaning of the marriage? My dear, communication is very good for a couple. Number 6 is when something happens, maybe when you wrong each other, no one want to say sorry. You don't want to say sorry to your wife. And the wife also don't want to say sorry to the husband. If you are the one that wronged your husband, you have to say sorry. Sorry, honey, I was stressed that period. I don't know why that thing happened. I was stressed. I'm sorry. That's it. No way you do anything wrong to your spouse, you don't want to say sorry. No. Be humble and take away your pride and say sorry. It's very good, and it keep the marriage, making people to enjoy your marriage. When one of them come and say, I'm sorry. The lady, the wife, say sorry to your husband, and you husband say sorry to your wife. And forgive. It's very important in marriage. If this one say I'm not going to say sorry, the other will say I'm not going to say sorry. Problem. You are destroying your home. So we have to try and make our marriage work. 7. Not developing or sharing vision to your spouse. You have to share your vision, your dream to your spouse. Couples have to sit together and share their dream. You have to share that things, your vision, your dream, what you know that is going to help you guys in future. You have to share with your husband, this what I'll be planning, this what I have in my mind for us to do. Share your expectation, what you are expecting in this marriage, how you want this marriage to go forward. Share your dream and do things together. Don't go and hide as a wife and build house somewhere. Or as a man, you are building estate somewhere. You are hiding it for your wife. No. You have to do it together. Share your vision, share your dream. And you people will do it together and make it big vision, big dream. If it is business you have in your mind, share it with your husband that this kind of business I want be thinking. This is how it goes. This is how we are going to do it. Your husband will now add this whole idea to make it big, to make it work. That is how your marriage needs to be. People have to be planning all the time. Good things to your marriage. Good things. This is what we are going to do. We need to do this. We need to do this. We need to do this. For us to move forward. What are we going to do for us to move forward? What are we going to do so that these children that is coming, they will know start from the scratch? Because you need to invest something. Then the children will come. They will now say, oh, this is what daddy and mom have done. They continue from there. When you did not invest anything, you did not do anything down, you don't have anything to show them that this what I have done. It's a big problem. If you cannot still do anything, fine, but just try. Both of you. When two of you really join hands together, something good will come out from it. I know that. When two of you join hands together, rub mind together, join this your two hands together, something good will come out from it. Because the time you start doing me, this one say me, this one say me, this one say me, maybe you people supposed to have a money that will build a big company that people will start employing people. Do you know when the other one said that this is me, I don't know, I know too much. I don't want to involve her. I don't want to involve her at all. In case of anything, I will just move on. You know, that's what some people think. So in case of anything, I will move on. Let me do it on my own. Because some couples, when they are together, if something like that happen, check two of them very well. You see what the woman is doing that the man doesn't like. And you see what the man is doing that the woman doesn't like. Because I know sometimes when some women, There are some women, they are just after their family, after their family. Some women can just give their house to family. So that man will not like to do anything with that woman because maybe the man will be talking to her. It doesn't work this way. We are family, me and you. I know those people, they are your parents, but it's me and you now. But the woman refused to listen. He still say, I and my family. The man will just be doing his own, be doing things on his name. The woman will be doing things on her name. Maybe the woman, she's lucky, maybe she can have the things back. If she's not lucky, the family will take it from her. And also the men too. There are some men, all their life, if for their relative, start doing things for them, giving them things. When the woman is trying to say, look, I did say you should not give your family things, but you have to, you plan for us. Let's play together. I'm not blocking their way, but man will say, no, you are different. You are not that person. Do you know some men really think their wife are not that close to them more than their relative? And some women too, they think that way, that my people, my mom, my father, my sisters, my brother, they are more closer to me than my wife. And lady too, they will say my mom, my relative, my sister, my brother, they are more closer to me than my husband. That is, I don't know what to call that. I don't know what to call that, because that is a big mistake. How can you say no one is closer to you more than your husband? Your husband, your wife is more closer to you more than any other person. Your husband, your wife is closer to you. Your husband, your wife come first before your children, if you don't know. Because it's both of you, remember, it's both of you that bring the children out. It's both of you first before the children came into the family. So it's you and your husband first. But some people don't know that. That's the reason their marriage suffer. Yes, we just see two couple. You see two couple, you think they are enjoying. No, their marriage is really telling on them. Seven. Yeah, I'm number 8 now, not 7. 8. Do you not discuss your marriage to your relative? Do not discuss your marriage to your relative. If you and your husband have any misunderstanding, don't discuss this with your family. Don't discuss it. Don't let them know about it. Because it's you and your husband. Because you and your husband will sort it out soon. You people will settle. It's the other side. When you people go to bed later, you know, you already spoil your husband to your family. Oh, you have said many things to your family because that time you, out of anger, you was angry that time. Out of anger, you voice everything out to them. You already say everything, what you are supposed to say, what you are not supposed to say. You already say everything. This, blah, 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 blah. But after, you and your husband will come together. And the man too, you already call your family out of anger. You voice everything out to them. But you and your wife will come together. Do you know your family, that thing, they will have that in their mind. They can make your husband suffer for that thing all the days of their life. Because there are some family, I mean, they don't forgive easily. No. So he do that to my daughter. Oh, I will never forgive him. How can he do that to my daughter? That is wickedness. We will just have it. Then they will not make your wife or your husband to suffer for that thing you say to them. That issue you reported to them long time ago. They will keep it on their mind. And you wife, you husband, you have already settled with your wife. You both have settled. Because husband and wife, whenever they have any issue, they always settle. But out of that anger, when you was angry, you could not control yourself. You could not control your tongue. You started saying things to your family. You say everything to them. What you are not supposed to say. What you are supposed to say. You voice everything out to them. Some family, I mean, they never forgive. That will be on their mind. They will make sure your husband suffer for that thing. They will make sure your wife suffer for that thing. That issue you reported to them long time ago. And you have already forgot about that issue. But for them, never. They have it in their mind. That is the reason. Whenever you have issue with your spouse, you don't need to let any of your relatives, your mom, your dad, your sisters, don't report to them. Don't let them know about it. If you cannot bear it, if you cannot keep it in your mind, look for any of your friends and talk to them. You know, not all your friends. At least, when you have 3 friends or 4, you have one you trust. You have one you can cry on her shoulder or on his shoulder. Like me, I have a friend. I have many friends, but I only have one that I talk to. I have one that I can cry on her shoulder. But if she say something negative about me outside, maybe, I don't know, but I have somebody that I'm always talk to, that I know that I always talk to her whenever I have any issue, whenever I'm stressed. I always call her or I go to her. I will talk to her instead of me, because there are some things that you cannot keep it in your mind. You need to say it out. You want somebody that you will talk to, that will help you to analyze that thing, that issue, that will say, oh, this thing you have done is not good, or is good, or this is what you need to do now. If you have any pastor also, there are some people, they don't like to talk to somebody. They like talking to their pastor. Yes, if you trust that pastor, you can talk to your pastor what you are going through in your marriage. That if you know that that pastor is not going to use it to preach in the altar, because there are some pastors, when you say something to them, the next thing they will do, they will go and use you to preach that matter, that issue. They will use it to preach the next day. And as an adult, when somebody is talking about you, say something you have discussed with them, you will know that, okay, this man really talking about me now. This is what I said to him 3 days ago. That's what she's talking about now. Yes, there are some pastors like that. Whenever you say something to them, they will use it to preach. But some of them, they really keep it. They will direct you, give you scripture to read. They will really direct you. Real spiritual father. Yes, there are many of them. that will not let another person to know about that issue. Even their wife, they will keep it out of them. They will not say it out. The only thing he or she will just do to advise you, to guide you spiritually. That's it. That is the best to do, for you to start calling my mom, my dad, your sisters. No, you don't need to call them, my dear. Some of them, they don't forgive easily. Some of them, yes, they can easily sort it out for both of you. Some of them, yes, they will say, okay, give the phone to your wife. They will ask questions and they will sort it out. Some of them don't ask any question. Once their daughter has already called in, they don't want to hear from the other side. They will start judging. Once their son have called in, they don't want to hear from the other side. They will start judging. So the best, keep it away from them. Because when you have already voiced it out with them, and they have that in their mind, you and your spouse are already settled. You have settled with your wife, you have settled with your husband. You will not remember that issue anymore. But for your relative, your family, they're still keeping that thing on their mind, in their mind. So that is the reason it's not good for you to discuss anything that is going on in your marriage to your relative. It's not good. 9. Some people, they always like to lie. They continue to lie. They never anything about them are lies. Anything about, even right from the day you both started dating, all she or he was telling you, they are all lies. Nothing positive in them. Whatsoever they are saying, if they say good morning, you have to check the time, whether it's really morning or not. They say good afternoon. Check very well whether we are in the afternoon. They say good evening. Check whether we are in the evening already. Because their blood runs with lie. They always lie. So people like that, they continue to lie. There are some people, they continue to lie to their spouse. They never say any little truth to them. They continue to deceive them every day. Why they are doing that? Because they like to cover up. They want to avoid the consequences that will come whenever they say the truth. They think, no, she doesn't have to know the truth of this thing. No, I don't want her to know about me that much. I don't want him to know about me that much. When he know about me, this marriage is going to scatter. This marriage will just go like that. So with that, I will continue to deceive him or her. When you are doing that, you are destroying your marriage and you are destroying yourself. The best you need to do, even though that thing is horrible, you remember that. Remember she's your wife. Remember he's your husband. If that want to scatter the marriage, let it scatter it. Yes. Just call him or call her. Say, look, there's something I'm about to tell you now. Please, don't use it against me. Forgive me. This is what happened long time ago. All you need to do, that thing you have done, don't go back. Don't repeat that thing again. So that she will know that, yes, it was a mistake that time. Just tell him what happened, how the thing happen. Tell her what happened, how the thing happen. Let him or your wife, whatever, make him or her to know what the problem is, and stop deceiving him or her in order for you to have your desire. No, it doesn't work that way. Don't just think about you alone, because one day the truth will surely come out. The truth will surely come out. You cannot hide things for years. One day the truth will come out, and it will now bring problem to both of you. Big problem that he will be saying, so you mean you have been deceiving Mrs. all these days? Because the truth come out from someone, from somewhere else, not from you. Maybe someone else just say the truth, just say something about you. But if the truth really come out from you, you say, you voice it out from you, my dear, the issue will not rise that much. It will not expand. You people can manage it together and sort it out. But if you allow her or him to hear it from someone else, it's going to be a big problem. Maybe you people have been married for a long time, for years, and you could not reveal it to her. You could not reveal it to him. You know, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem for both of you. It will be something that maybe the marriage may not scatter, you people may be still together, but it's something that she or he will be using against you all the time, that you did it before. So you better say any of your past. You have any past, let your husband know about it. If you man have any past, let your wife know about it. In case if someone try to say something like that outside, she will just block it. Oh yes, I know about it. Finish. The person will not open the mouth more than that. Number 10, you know, it's good for you to trust your spouse. It's good for you to trust your husband. It's good for you to trust your wife. That trust is very important in marriage. It's good for you to know who your husband is. It's good for you to trust your husband. When somebody is trying to say something negative concerning your husband outside, you will say, no, that is not my husband. When somebody is trying to say something negative concerning your wife outside, you will say, no, that is not my wife. Don't say things like that. I trust my wife. Anyway, when you get home, you still ask your wife. Before your wife say, no, it's not like that. You say, my dear, I know, I just want to ask you. I know you will do such thing. But when the trust is not there, when you got number one, on your head, you want to listen to what they are saying. You just listen very well from the beginning and the end. And when you got home, you are going to make sure you ask your wife or you ask your husband. Even though your husband tries to escalate to you, you are not going to believe him because you don't trust him. You are not going to believe her because you don't trust her. Because you don't trust her. Because already you know that your wife, she is two-faced. Your husband, he is two-faced. Because whenever your husband is not around you, he's already two-faced. He can do anything without thinking of you. Your wife can do anything without thinking that my husband is here. I don't want to do this because of my husband. So people don't think that. When they are not together, they can mess themselves anyhow. They can do anything they want to do without controlling themselves, without thinking about that man you have married, that woman you married to. No. So when both of them are doing the same thing anyway, they don't even think about each other. When they are together, they are husband and wife. When they are not together, they are something else. They are two-faced. You know, they can mess themselves up. They can do anything they like because both of them are two-faced. You know, that is not a good marriage. People like that, they are not supposed to evolve in anything called marriage. That is, you are still living in a single life. You was living before. Because when you are single, you can do anything without thinking about anybody. It's me alone. So you know that you cannot say us. You cannot think before you do something. Why did you marry? Because when you are married, you have someone else you think about before you do anything. Yes. You are not alone. You people are not, don't say I want to do anything I like on your own. No. Or you begin to deceive yourself, begin to deceive your husband, deceive your wife. It doesn't work that way. That is very wrong, totally wrong in relationship. Whatever you are doing, think about your husband and your wife before you do anything. That is what marriage is all about. Don't say, there are some people that they pretend at home. When they go out there, they are the first enemy of their wife or of their husband. Yes, there are some couple like that. When their husband is not there with them, well, the way they will speak about their husband, you yourself will see. You will look at the person very well. Is this wife or knife? Some men too, when their wife is not there, the way they will talk about their wife, you look at the man very well. Is he a husband or master? Who is this? You know, you just look at it. Who are you? Are you a husband? What kind of person is this? So, my dear sister and brother out there, marriage is something that we need to respect because marriage is ordained from God. It's God that creates this marriage by himself. God that created this marriage by himself. It's something we respect. You have to respect each other. Because Adam is our forefather. He was alone. God looked at him that it's not good for him to be alone. Then Eve, come in. He now brought Eve out of Adam's rib. Eve came out inside Adam. That's what I'm saying, that we women, we came out from the men, from their rib. That's the reason we are one fresh. Because women was brought out from the men. So, I'm going to stop here today. Please, if you're a marriage woman, a marriage man, you listen to this topic, try and work it out. If you are still single, you are about to marry, please know that marriage is not something that you just go there and do it anyhow. No, it's a covenant. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Please subscribe, leave your comments on the comment section, like and subscribe. Share my video, please. Please share. God bless you. I will see you on my next video. I will see you on my next video. Have a nice weekend and enjoy yourself. Bye.